Are you looking to take a vacation soon? Don't you wish there was a place you could just get away from it all? Have you thought about visiting Blue Ridge, Georgia? Blue Ridge is a beautiful town nestled in the Chattahoochee National Forest. That alone should convince you to book your ticket today. At Blue Ridge, Georgia, you'll enjoy the picturesque scenery, historical monuments, and even some great shopping. You'll meet friendly people and create lifelong memories. So, are you convinced yet? Before you book your ticket, make sure you first plan your itinerary. Here are the 12 best things to do in Blue Ridge, Georgia. Number 1. Long Creek Falls. Forget about Niagara Falls. We think Blue Ridge, Georgia can offer something much better. In the town, you'll come across the Long Creek Falls. It's a 50-foot waterfall located in the northern Georgian region of the Three Forks Valley. It's an incredible site you can access from a variety of trails, including the Appalachian Trail, the Benton-McKay Trail, as well as the Duncan Ridge Trail. If you go in the fall, you might be part of a huge crowd, as many residents of Atlanta like to go to Long Creek Falls as a respite from the big city. If you do make it to Long Creek Falls, you'll marvel at the majesty of the incredible nature of Georgia. Before we tell you more about the fun things to do in Blue Ridge, Georgia, please give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Number 2. Blue Ridge Adventure Park. Of course, you want to have some fun when you're in good old Blue Ridge, Georgia. You should check out Blue Ridge Adventure Park. The park is located near the main town of Blue Ridge and is a great place to get your adrenaline going. For example, you can enjoy the state-of-the-art obstacle course. This includes tight ropes, suspended bridges, walls to climb, and yes, zip lines. It's a great opportunity for all ages and all levels of competency. So whether you're the tough guy or gal in town or you want to push your kids to challenge themselves, there's something at Blue Ridge Adventure Park for you. Number 3. Enjoy a pony ride. Are you planning to visit with your kids? If so, you've got to take them on a pony ride. You can take them to Hell's Hollow Adventure Outpost where they can enjoy a pony ride. And it's not just for the kids. Adults can enjoy riding horses and taking horse riding lessons. Blue Ridge, Georgia is the countryside, and there's nothing more country than riding on your horse. Number 4. The trail rides. You can also rent a horse for the day and ride around Blue Ridge in the Chattahoochee National Forest. You can pick a trail that you enjoy and ride your horse through there. This is a great option if you're a solo traveler or if you want to travel with a group of friends or your lover. You can even take breaks as you please to stop by creeks, mountains, and campgrounds. If you've ever dreamt about living as a cowboy or a cowgirl, this is a great way to get started. Number 5. Have a beer. If you're going to spend a whole day horse riding, you might as well end it with a nice cold beer. There's no shortage of great restaurants and bars in Blue Ridge where you can do exactly that. But we think you should head on over to Grumpy Old Men Brewing. It's a brewery you'll find on Main Street and has been a favorite among locals and visitors alike. It's run by 2 retirees who are also major beer fans. The tap room and brewery are connected, so after you try some craft beer, you can chat with your fellow travelers as well as the locals. You might even strike up a conversation with the 2 old men who you'll find aren't as grumpy as you may think. There's an outdoor area with many tables and several games to play. You'll find out why so many people love to visit Blue Ridge, Georgia. Number 6. Baugh House Historic Museum. The great state of Georgia is full of incredible history. When you come to Blue Ridge, be sure to visit the Baugh House Historic Museum. It's a house built by the mason James Baugh, where he lived with his family. It's a great example of a historical home from the late 1800s, being built in 1890. It's located on West 1st Street and is a great excursion for anyone interested in how previous generations of Americans lived. James Baugh and his brothers, who were also masons, made their bricks on site to build this house. Inside, you'll find different exhibits, including a library and a textile room. It's a rare piece of Americana that'll make you marvel at the grit and hard work that helped build our great country. Number 7. The Scenic Railway. Another part of Americana that we've sadly lost are our great railways. When you visit Blue Ridge, Georgia, you can take a ride on the Scenic Railway. This is a renovated train that takes you around Blue Ridge on a 26-mile journey. It's a slow 4-hour journey that lets you enjoy the scenery of Blue Ridge. It's a great option for solo travelers, couples, and large groups. It's an experience travelers of all ages can enjoy. You can choose to sit in a closed cabin or an open-air cabin. Whatever you choose, we know you'll love this trip. As with the Baugh House Historic Museum, taking a ride on the scenic railway will make you feel glad you came to Blue Ridge. As the journey ends, you'll stop in one of Blue Ridge's neighboring towns where you can enjoy a nice meal and a bit of exploring before you head back. Number 8. Lake Blue Ridge. Lake Blue Ridge is a large reservoir you can spend a day at. You can go swimming, boating, or just sit by the water and enjoy the nature. As with the Long Creek Falls, you can expect this place to get busy with locals and visitors. It's a testament to the incredible nature that Blue Ridge has been blessed with. If you're used to the big city madness, you'll find your respite at Lake Blue Ridge. Number 9. MERCIER Orchards. You've heard about Georgia peaches, but have you heard about Georgia apples? In Blue Ridge, there's a place called MERCIER Orchards where you can pick apples to take home with you. The orchard has been in operation since the 1940s, owned by one family. In addition to picking scrumptious apples, you can also enjoy a delicious breakfast if you're willing to wait in a long line. You can enjoy apple pies, candy-coated apples, and cider. Make sure you book your reservation in advance to MERCIER Orchards. And for those couples in the audience, if you ever think of returning to Blue Ridge to get married, MERCIER Orchards is a popular wedding venue. Number 10. Tanktown. Are you a bit of a military history buff? And have you ever been interested in driving a tank? Well, at Tanktown, you can drive a tank. If a tank isn't your thing, you can also drive a military truck. It's a great opportunity to learn about American military history too. It's a great trip if you're traveling with a group or with your family. And yes, the kids can also ride along in the tank with you. Number 11. The Sweet Shop. What better way to wind down than at Blue Ridge's famous cafe, The Sweet Shop? If going to Blue Ridge is your introduction to Southern culture, this is a great place to get a crash course. You'll enjoy the incredible Southern hospitality along with some Southern delights. This includes truffles, cupcakes, fudge, s'mores, banana pudding. Okay, we'll stop before your appetite grows even more. Bottom line is, if you're coming to Blue Ridge, you've got to stop by the Sweet Shop. Number 12. Grab a cocktail. Finally, just before you leave Blue Ridge, Georgia, you have to grab a cocktail. Throughout the town, you'll find many great bars where you can drink your favorite cocktails, as well as find a few unique ones you won't find anywhere else. While you sip on your cocktail, you'll be smiling as you think about everything you've seen in Blue Ridge. You might even think of staying a little longer. So, are you ready to book your trip to Blue Ridge, Georgia? Do you think we Americans spend enough time among the natural landscapes of our country? Let us know what you think in the comments section. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.